For most of our lives, we've been told that vegetables are always good for us. And for the most part, that's true. They're rich in vitamins, fiber, and essential nutrients. But as we age, particularly after 60, our bodies begin to respond differently. What once nourished and energized us can start to take a toll in subtle, surprising ways. A recent study published in the Journal of Gerontology has revealed that certain vegetables, often considered healthy staples, may actually contribute to cognitive decline, weakened immunity, and impaired coordination in older adults. The study found that specific compounds in some vegetables, though harmless to younger bodies, can, over time, increase systemic inflammation and negatively affect circulation. This becomes especially critical for our legs, which are the very foundation of our independence. When circulation weakens and low-level inflammation persists, it doesn't just affect how we feel, it affects how we move. Muscles lose responsiveness, steps grow less confident, and the risk of falls quietly increases. These aren't sudden changes, but the result of years of tiny internal wear and tear accumulating quietly beneath the surface. The good news? Just as some vegetables can slowly undermine health, others act as protectors, boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, and strengthening the connection between brain and body. They support clearer thinking, steadier movement, and stronger resilience to daily stress. By understanding which vegetables help and which ones hinder, we can make small changes that bring powerful results. It's a comforting thought. Health doesn't always require major overhauls. Sometimes it's as simple as adjusting what ends up on our plate. The difference between vitality and vulnerability may lie in choosing a vibrant green over a starchy white or steaming instead of frying. One particular vegetable, long believed to be universally healthy, has now been linked to reduced leg strength and increased instability in aging adults. This isn't about fear or restriction, it's about awareness. When we understand how our needs evolve with age, we can meet them with kindness, not confusion. We'll explore 3 vegetables that protect and uplift your body as you age, and 3 that quietly work against it. Along the way, you might discover that some of your longtime favorites are due for retirement, while others deserve a more central role in your daily meals. It's never too late to adapt, to choose wisely, and to treat your body like the enduring companion it is. Let's begin with the vegetables that defend your energy, mobility, and peace of mind. If graceful aging had a flavor, it might very well taste like broccoli. This humble green vegetable, often overlooked or pushed to the side of the plate, is in fact one of nature's most powerful gifts to anyone over 60. Rich in a compound called sulforaphane, broccoli acts like a gentle but tireless protector within the body, targeting one of aging's most dangerous hidden culprits: chronic inflammation. Inflammation doesn't always announce itself with pain. Often, it lingers quietly, damaging cells, weakening joints, and clouding the mind without any obvious signs. It erodes strength slowly, reducing flexibility, resilience, and mental sharpness. For older adults, this internal wear can feel like simply getting older, when in fact, it's the result of chemical imbalances that can be influenced by something as simple as what we eat. Sulforaphane works like a broom for the body, sweeping away toxins, supporting detoxification, and reducing the cellular stress that fuels inflammation. What makes broccoli even more special is how deeply it supports the legs and feet, areas where many older adults first notice a loss of independence. Swelling, poor circulation, and nighttime cramps often have more to do with dietary inflammation than we realize. Broccoli improves blood flow, reduces fluid buildup, and eases muscular tension, making it easier to move, walk, and stand with confidence. It doesn't just prevent problems, It helps reverse the quiet decline that can make daily tasks feel harder than they used to. To get these benefits, however, broccoli needs to be treated gently. Boiling it until it's limp and gray destroys the very nutrients we seek. Light steaming or a quick sauté is enough to activate its powerful compounds without stripping them away. Think of it as unlocking its potential, rather than cooking it to submission. A cup a day, whether in soups, salads, or side dishes, becomes less of a meal choice and more of a daily ritual of protection. Broccoli also contributes to heart health, helping regulate cholesterol and blood pressure. It supports cognitive function, boosting clarity and attention. And it works quietly, without fanfare, in the background of our lives. Many older adults who include broccoli regularly report feeling less stiff, more energetic, and more mentally present. Eating broccoli isn't just about nutrition. It's about investing in the freedom to live how you want, for as long as possible. Every forkful is a quiet act of resilience, of choosing health over habit, and of believing that even the smallest choices can have lasting impact. In the fight against aging, broccoli is a loyal ally, always ready to protect from within. At first glance, spinach may seem modest, just a pile of green leaves, soft and unassuming. But for those over 60, this leafy vegetable carries the strength of a silent guardian. Beneath its tender appearance lies a unique blend of nutrients that work together to nourish both body and mind, especially in the places where aging tends to whisper first. Memory, movement, and muscle strength. One of spinach's greatest gifts is its high concentration of natural nitrates. Unlike artificial additives, these compounds are plant-based and incredibly beneficial. When consumed, nitrates convert into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand. The result is improved circulation throughout the body, especially to the brain and the legs. For older adults who struggle with cold feet, muscle fatigue, or mental fog, this improved blood flow can mean brighter thoughts, steadier steps, and a noticeable boost in energy. Spinach also contains folate, a B vitamin crucial for brain function. Low levels of folate have been linked to memory issues and slower thinking, especially in older adults. Including spinach in your daily meals helps maintain clarity and sharpness, making everyday tasks easier and more enjoyable. Alongside folate, spinach provides lutein, a powerful antioxidant known for protecting vision and preserving cognitive function. It's no coincidence that people who eat more spinach tend to maintain better eyesight and stronger mental agility into their later years. But spinach's power doesn't stop at the brain. Its rich magnesium content supports muscle relaxation and reduces cramping, making it especially helpful for those who experience tightness or nighttime discomfort in their legs. The iron in spinach contributes to oxygen delivery in the blood, further energizing both muscles and mind. With each serving, you're not just feeding your body, you're reinforcing it, cell by cell. To keep its benefits intact, spinach should be prepared with care. Overcooking can strip it of its most valuable properties. Instead, lightly sauté it with olive oil, steam it briefly, or blend it raw into a smoothie. The goal is to warm it just enough to soften the fibers without dulling its vitality. Just a handful a day can make a meaningful difference over time. Eating spinach regularly isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing the present with strength and awareness. It's a quiet commitment to movement, memory, and mood. Each green leaf is a signal to your body that you are still nurturing it, still choosing vitality, and still looking ahead with purpose. In the orchestra of foods that support graceful aging, spinach plays a steady, essential melody. Carrots are often taken for granted, an ordinary root vegetable we associate with childhood lunches or side dishes. But for those entering their 60s and beyond, carrots become far more than a nostalgic snack. They are a powerful tool for maintaining vision, stability, and vascular health, offering support precisely where the aging body begins to show signs of wear. At the heart of the carrot's strength lies beta-carotene, the pigment that gives it its vivid orange hue. Once inside the body, beta-carotene converts into vitamin A, a nutrient essential for preserving eyesight. As we age, the retina and other parts of the eye become more vulnerable to damage, making clear vision harder to maintain. Vitamin A strengthens these delicate structures, supporting not just the ability to see, but the confidence that comes from steady, dependable sight. Seeing well means navigating stairs with ease, recognizing faces quickly, and reading without strain, all vital components of a full, independent life. But carrots don't stop at helping the eyes. Their rich supply of antioxidants supports the health of blood vessels and nerve endings. This is particularly important for balance and coordination, which begin to decline subtly as we grow older. Weak or inflamed nerves can delay signals between the brain and the body, increasing the risk of stumbling or missteps. Carrots help to preserve these connections, supporting smoother, more confident movement. A steady body starts with a steady signal, and this humble root plays a quiet but vital role. Another gift carrots offer is dietary fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol. Spikes in blood sugar can lead to fatigue and inflammation, while high cholesterol contributes to heart disease and circulatory problems. The fiber in carrots slows down digestion just enough to keep energy levels stable and the cardiovascular system protected. This gentle effect is especially helpful for older adults, whose metabolism may be less forgiving of processed or sugary foods. Preparation matters too. While carrots can be enjoyed raw, crunchy, and sweet, they can also be lightly cooked to enhance their nutrient availability. A brief steam or sauté with a drizzle of healthy oil can help the body absorb more beta-carotene without sacrificing taste or texture. They blend beautifully into soups, stews, and salads, adding color and nourishment with every bite. Eating 1 or 2 carrots each day is not about following a rigid plan. It's about choosing a rhythm of care. Each time you slice, steam, or crunch into this vibrant root, you reinforce the foundation of your health. With their help, your steps grow steadier, your vision clearer, and your confidence stronger. Carrots may be simple, but their impact is profound, an everyday act of grace that feeds the strength to live fully. Among the colorful variety of vegetables, the eggplant often stands out with its deep purple skin and elegant shape. It's low in calories, visually appealing, and praised in many cuisines. But for people over 60, this seemingly innocent vegetable may quietly become a source of discomfort and limitation. Hidden within its flesh is a compound called solanine, a natural defense chemical that, unfortunately, can cause trouble in aging joints and muscles. Solanine is part of a group of substances known as nightshade alkaloids. While safe in small amounts for many, they can be irritating for those with increased sensitivity, especially common in older adults. Over time, solanine can trigger low-grade inflammation, most notably in the joints. If you've experienced stiff knees in the morning, unexplained swelling in your fingers, or a sense that walking is becoming harder, eggplant might be playing a hidden role. The most unsettling aspect is that the effects are rarely immediate. You might feel fine the day you eat eggplant in a stew or grilled on the side, but over the next few days, subtle stiffness may return. Perhaps you blame the weather, or just getting older. It's rarely obvious that a vegetable could be behind the sensation of heaviness in your steps or the growing difficulty of rising from a chair. Cooking eggplant doesn't eliminate the problem. Solanine is heat-resistant, meaning that no amount of roasting, baking, or frying will neutralize its effects. The only reliable solution is awareness and choosing alternatives that nourish without harm. Zucchini, for example, shares a similar texture and culinary versatility, but lacks the inflammatory compounds. Pumpkin and cauliflower are also excellent substitutes, rich in nutrients and much gentler on aging joints. Choosing to avoid eggplant isn't about fear, it's about listening to your body. If you've noticed that certain meals leave you feeling sluggish, puffy, or less mobile, it's worth considering the ingredients. For those managing arthritis, chronic back discomfort, or reduced flexibility, removing eggplant can lead to surprising improvements in comfort and energy. At this stage of life, movement is more than convenience. It's freedom. Walking without pain, gardening with ease, getting up from bed with strength. These are the everyday victories that define quality of life. Supporting your joints means protecting your independence. And sometimes, that begins with a small change on your plate. What once worked for your body may no longer serve it well. Aging gracefully means adapting gently and wisely. By choosing vegetables that soothe rather than irritate, you give your body the support it needs to keep going strong. Let food be your quiet healer, not a hidden obstacle. Green bell peppers often symbolize freshness and vitality. Their crisp texture and vibrant color suggest health, making them a popular addition to salads, stir-fries, and snacks. But beneath their appealing surface lies a hidden challenge, especially for those over 60. For aging digestive systems, green peppers can become more foe than friend, quietly undermining gut health and overall well-being through the presence of naturally occurring compounds called lectins. Lectins are plant proteins that serve as a defense mechanism against pests. In the human body, however, they can irritate the lining of the intestines, especially in individuals whose digestive tracts have become more sensitive with age. This irritation often goes unnoticed at first, manifesting not as pain, but as vague symptoms: bloating, fatigue, numbness in the legs, or even mild dizziness when standing. Over time, this low-level inflammation can disrupt nutrient absorption, weaken the gut barrier, and interfere with circulation, particularly in the lower extremities. The frustrating part is that green peppers don't appear harmful. Many people eat them believing they're making a healthy choice. But as we grow older, the body becomes more selective, more reactive. What once was harmless can now strain our system. Green peppers are among the vegetables highest in lectins, making them especially problematic for seniors with sluggish digestion, autoimmune tendencies, or unexplained energy dips. Switching to red or yellow bell peppers offers a simple and effective solution. These ripened versions are not only lower in lectins, but also richer in antioxidants such as vitamin C and beta-carotene. Their sweeter flavor and softer texture also make them easier on aging stomachs. Unlike green peppers, which are harvested before full maturity, red and yellow varieties have had time to develop their full nutrient profile and reduce the compounds that may trigger inflammation. The shift doesn't require abandoning familiar dishes. Peppers can still add crunch to a salad or depth to a warm stew, but now with a gentler touch. Listening to your body's reactions after meals becomes a powerful form of self-care. If you notice lighter digestion, improved circulation, or more stable energy after cutting out green peppers, that's your body expressing relief. Aging well isn't about strict diets or harsh rules. It's about tuning in. When we pay attention to how certain foods make us feel, we can choose what truly supports us. Green peppers may look the part, but for many, they don't play it well. Replace them with their ripened cousins, and you might find a quiet, consistent improvement in how your body moves, thinks, and feels. After 60, health is often about subtraction, removing what silently holds us back. Few foods carry the emotional weight of white potatoes. They remind us of home-cooked meals, Sunday dinners, comforting stews, and the warm scent of mashed potatoes topped with a little butter. For many, potatoes symbolize care, tradition, and nourishment. But after 60, what once brought comfort may now quietly challenge the body's balance, energy, and clarity. White potatoes are rich in fast-digesting carbohydrates, which can create a chain reaction of issues that aging bodies feel more acutely. When we eat white potatoes, especially in forms like mashed, fried, or baked with toppings, our blood sugar rises rapidly. This spike is followed by a crash, leading to fatigue, cravings, and, more importantly, inflammation. Over time, these repeated glucose surges damage blood vessels, particularly the smaller ones in the brain and lower limbs. The result? Reduced circulation, numbness, and a greater risk of imbalance or falls. What feels like simple tiredness or clumsiness might actually be the body's cry for more stable fuel. White potatoes also rank high on the glycemic index, meaning they break down quickly into sugar. Unlike vegetables that offer slow burning, energy and fiber, potatoes leave the system fast, often creating a sense of sluggishness soon after eating. For older adults whose metabolism has naturally slowed, this rapid spike and drop in energy can feel more intense and more disruptive. To daily routines, even when prepared at home, potatoes are frequently dressed with butter, cream, cheese, or salt. These additions may taste delightful, but often turn a starchy vegetable into a heavy, inflammatory meal. Over time, such meals burden the heart, kidneys, and joints. Subtle stiffness in the morning or an achy back in the evening may not be aging. Alone, it could be lunch talking. The good news is that comfort can be preserved in smarter forms. Sweet potatoes, for example, offer the same warmth and satisfaction, but with a slower sugar release and a wealth of nutrients like vitamin A and fiber. Roasted carrots or parsnips provide the same earthy depth without the metabolic price. These alternatives help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support stable, long-lasting energy. Choosing what to eat isn't about rejecting memories, it's about protecting your present. Replacing white potatoes with nutrient-rich, gentle alternatives means you can enjoy meals that feel good, both emotionally and physically. Aging doesn't mean giving up pleasure, it means redefining it. Let every bite support the life you still want to live, one filled with clarity, strength, and freedom. Food is no longer just fuel. It's a daily partner in how you feel, move, and thrive.